Daisy Ray, it's time for your book club. Are you ready to read? Are you sad? You look kind of sad. You need a haircut. Yeah? You sad because book club's almost done? Or do you just need a nap? I'm really not sure. Okay, well, I'm going to read our book, okay? Hi, everybody. It's Miss Renee. I'm Renee. I'm the Children's Librarian at Salem Public Library in Salem, Ohio, and this is Reading with Ray. And, well, it's not quite time to do his book club, but Rogue is here as well. In fact, when I sat down on the floor and picked up the books, he got very excited. He got up from his nap. Oh, and Griffin's here. Looking. There he is. All right, so we are in, this is our last week of book club. Hopefully we have some new and other interesting things going on this summer at the library for everybody to experience, and we'll be announcing all those as soon as we possibly can. We do still have our curbside book pickup. I was going to say delivery, and that's not right. It's pickup. So if you're needing materials, put some stuff on hold through our website or give us a call. And when we let you know it's ready, you swing by the library and we'll bring it right out to your car. You don't even have to get out. So that's a great new exciting service that we just started offering. So if you're needing some books at home, please let us know and we'll get you something to read. Libby and Hoopla are of course still available, so those are options to get material as well. So hopefully everybody continues to read, and we're going to have some information about summer soon. So I know it's right around the corner. It's creeping up on us, and but anyways, let's get started for Reading with Ray. We are reading Ivy and Bean, Take Care of the Babysitter. It's by Annie Barrows and Sophie Blackall, and published by Chronicle Books. So thank you to Annie Barrows, Sophie Blackall, and Chronicle Books for allowing us to share this book in this way. Apparently Rogue is just going to scratch his head on the book instead of us reading it. So Bean has been left home with her sister as a babysitter. Nancy is 11, Bean is 7, I believe so. And Ivy snuck over, when we left them yesterday, Nancy, who is not allowed to wear makeup, had snuck into her mother's bathroom and was playing with makeup and trying it all on. And if there are any other grown-up, probably women watching this, you know, I think a lot of us did that at that age. I know I certainly did. And I'm not even really into makeup. But, you know, it's just kind of fun. So yeah, don't really blame Nancy. She got a chance to try it, you know. So she did. But while she's playing around with the makeup, she's not watching Bean. And I kind of get the idea that Bean needs some supervising because Bean's not very well behaved. Bean has never been in the attic of her house. So her and Ivy climbed up the shelves in the closet and pushed open the little like trap door up in the ceiling to get into the attic. And that is where we left off yesterday. A whole bunch of dirt fell out onto all the towels and sheets. Our description. Yeah, actually, I'll read like the last 2 paragraphs again. So, all right. I think we're the first people to have ever been in here, said Bean. Really? What does it look like? Bean's voice echoed from above. Well, it's empty, and there are lots of boards poking up sideways from the floor. It's not very tall. There are little window things on each side. It's kind of mysterious. It's what? Asked Ivy. There was a pause. It's our own private little house. Hang on, Ivy called. Here I come. So that's what we actually a repeat from yesterday. I just wanted to get us back up to speed. So our next chapter is, uh-oh. They'll never figure it out. Not in a million years, Bean was saying. We'll just disappear and then, ta-da, we'll come back a few hours later and they'll have no idea where we've been. She put the door back into its hole and turned to Ivy. It'll be our secret fort. Ivy was moving into the shadows. We'll fix it up so it's all comfy and cozy with silk curtains and rugs and poofy pillows. Bean walked carefully across the boards. Right over here we could put a little stove so we could make hot chocolate, Bean said. And we could have a cat too, and maybe one of those tiny monkeys. That's a lot of stuff for a tiny little crawl space attic. Especially a monkey. No, don't put a monkey in your attic. We could get beds and have secret sleepovers, Ivy went on. Her mother didn't let her have sleepovers yet. I could sneak out of my house and come over here. And I'll tie a string to my toe and dangle the string out the window. You'll pull on the string to wake me up and I'll let you in and we'll come up here. Oh, I know. Instead of beds, we could put up hammocks like a ship. Bean hugged herself. It was such a great idea. And they'll never know. They'll say, where have you been? And we'll say, us? We were right here. And it won't be a lie. And when we grow up and they think we're in college, we'll live here, said Ivy. We'll go out at night to gather food. We'll cut a hole in the wall and go out on the roof, said Bean. After the attic, the thing I most want to do is go on the roof. Ivy got up and knocked on the wall. She could hear outside sounds through the wood. We could make a balcony, she said. Our own secret balcony on our own secret house. I think if they cut a hole in the roof and build a balcony, Ivy and Bean's parents both are probably going to notice when they're outside and they look up at the roof and they see a balcony that just randomly appeared on the roof. And I'm not sure how well this is going to work. It's going to make Nancy wacko, Bean giggled. She's going to explode from jealousy when she finds out. But you aren't going to tell her, right? Oh, right. Well, maybe when we're really old. Ivy put her hands on her hips. The first thing we need is silk curtains, she said. I don't think we have any silk curtains, Bean said. But how about some sheets? We've got plenty of extra sheets. Sure, for now we'll use sheets, Ivy agreed. Okay, they're in the closet. I'll get them. Bean jumped up and moved away through the shadows. Ivy thought about rugs and poofy pillows. A lamp would be nice too. Ivy? Yeah? We have a problem. What kind of problem? Asked Ivy. There's no handle on this door. I know, said Ivy. You just push it. Not from this side, said Bean. Only from the outside. Uh-oh. Bean had put the door back into the hole. Can you pull it? Ivy asked. There's nothing to pull. Ivy stepped carefully across the floorboards and squatted next to Bean. Bean was trying to dig her fingernails around the edge of the door so she could lift it up. But that didn't work. She always chewed her fingernails right down to the skin. And even though Ivy didn't chew her nails, they were still too short to lift the door. Bean kicked it, but that didn't do anything. Ivy looked for a stick to pry it up with. But there weren't any sticks. There was no way to open the door. Bean looked up at the little window things. It was late, and pretty soon the attic would be completely dark. Nobody knew where they were. They would never figure it out. Not in a million years. She looked around at the empty space with its bare floorboards. It didn't look like a fort anymore. It looked like an attic. Or maybe a jail. She poked Ivy's arm. At least you're here too. Ivy and Bean sat down side by side and began to wait. Our next chapter is called A World of Trouble. We're going to starve, said Bean. I guess we could eat spiders, said Ivy. Birds do it. Bean shivered. Oh, she didn't want to eat spiders. All those hairy legs. They were quiet. Now that she had started, Bean couldn't stop thinking about spiders. Ivy? Yeah? Do you ever worry that there's a giant spider who's the grandma of all the spiders you've ever squashed and that she's going to come and get you in the middle of the night? I worry that there's a big potato bug inside my bed, said Ivy. Not spiders so much. Both sound pretty unpleasant to me. Bean squinted into the shadows. There were probably spiders crawling all over the attic. Spiders she couldn't see, so they brushed against her leg, and Bean jumped to her feet. This is an emergency, said Bean. This calls for action. Okay, agreed Ivy. What action? Bean gulped. I think we need to scream for help. Oh, she's imagining all the spiders climbing on her. who? Asked Ivy. Well, said Bean, Nancy. She is the babysitter, said Ivy. She's supposed to take care of you. Right, said Bean. She's getting paid to take care of me. Okay, said Ivy. Let's yell for her. 1, 2, said Bean. 3, they said together, and then they screamed, Nancy! They had to scream for 1,000,000 years. That's what it felt like anyway. And finally they heard Nancy, and Nancy was yelling too. Bean, where are you? What's happened? Are you all right? They could hear doors slamming and Nancy's feet running. Are you okay? Are you in the bathroom? Once Bean knew that she was going to be rescued, she stopped feeling spiders on her legs. After a minute, it was even kind of fun to hear Nancy freaking out. Bean felt cheerful again. I've got an idea, she said. Let's scream, but no words this time. Just scream. She's going to have a heart attack, Ivy said. Ah! They screeched. Oh, no! Nancy shrieked. Bean took a deep breath and screeched, We're stuck in the attic! Help! Bean, where are you? Nancy opened the closet door. We're up here! Help! You're up there, said Nancy in a surprised voice. How'd you get up there? Suddenly, she didn't sound very worried. Help us! We're starving! Bugs are eating us! Hollered Bean. Is that Ivy too? Nancy asked. What's she doing here? Nancy was beginning to sound more grumpy than scared. Ivy and Bean looked at each other. Help! They howled. Okay. I'm getting the ladder, grumbled Nancy. Hang on. She patted away and came back a minute later. Sheesh, this thing is heavy. Quick, moaned Bean. We're dying. She wanted Nancy to be leaping up the ladder. Something crashed into something else below them. Ouch, said Nancy, and then she said a bad word. Ivy and Bean giggled. Clump, clump. Nancy climbed up the ladder. Whack! The door in front of them popped open, and then Nancy poked her head into the crawl space. Wow, said Nancy, looking around. I've never been up here. Is there anything good in here? Bean nudged Ivy. Nothing, she said. Not a ding-dang thing. You wouldn't like it, said Ivy. Nancy's eyes scanned the darkness and then zipped back to Bean and Ivy. You're not allowed to go in the crawl space, Bean, and you know it. Uh-oh, thought Bean. She had hoped Nancy would be so glad to see them that she would forget about that. She tried to look sad. I was scared, she said in a quavery voice. That's your own fault, bozo, said Nancy firmly. Get down from there. Nancy climbed down the ladder into the closet. Ivy edged out of the hole and followed her, and Bean rolled over onto her stomach, pulled the door toward her, and set it in its frame as she backed down the rungs of the ladder. Then Nancy noticed the sheets and towels. What's all this black stuff on the towels? Bean, did all this stuff fall out of the crawl space? I don't see any black stuff, said Bean, stalling. Bean, look! It's everywhere, snapped Nancy. Yikes, thought Bean. There was an awful lot of dirt. More than she remembered. Maybe it was like that before, suggested Ivy. It was not like this before, Nancy said. She turned to Ivy. I don't even know what you're doing here, Ivy. She whirled around to glare at Bean. You are going to be in a world of trouble when Mom gets home. A world of trouble. Bean opened her mouth, but nothing came out. Then Ivy said in a quiet voice, My babysitters play with me. That's it, thought Bean. Maybe she hadn't been exactly good, but that's because Nancy had been a bad babysitter. Leona always knows where I am, she remarked, because she's always with me. Nancy stopped glaring and started looking guilty. Leona doesn't sit in the bathroom putting on makeup all afternoon, Bean pointed out. She earns her money drawing horses for me. Nancy made a throat-clearing sound. She brushed some dirt from a towel, and then she gave Bean her big, peppy smile. You know what? She said, I bet I could just vacuum all this dirt off the sheets and towels. I bet it would come right off. Bean smiled back at her. I'll go get the vacuum if you want. Okay, you get the vacuum while I put the ladder away. And that's where we're going to stop for today. So I don't know if I hope they get all that dirt cleaned up, or they are going to be in so much trouble. Because Bean wasn't behaving very well, but Nancy wasn't being a very good babysitter, was she? So we'll pick up tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably finish the book tomorrow. We're just about to the end of it. We'll probably do a couple of smaller books, a couple like picture books for Thursday and Friday, and then we are done. So we will see you guys tomorrow, and What do you think, Daisy Ray? Are you gonna get up at all? Yeah, she wants you to think that her life is just exhausting, and it's really not. She spends most of her day napping. All right, guys. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.